Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. Cryptocurrencies are once again breaking out higher. Bitcoin is moving towards $10,000 and we even have some huge movers here today. EOS up over 30% and it's actually making new all-time highs, so I will be covering it in today's technical analysis. And similarly, Tron is also up massively, over 30% here. So we're going to be covering both those in this video, and we're going to go over our normal schedule as well. Pretty much green across the board here today. Once again, keeping up with the strength with no sign of slowing down. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. I've recently become more active again on Twitter, so definitely check that out. Link to that in the description, and you can also find a link in the description to my premium content for monthly cryptocurrency buying opportunities. I released a new one yesterday, and I'll be releasing newer ones over the next few days. So also check that out if you're interested, and let's get started with the EOS technical analysis. So for EOS, it's pretty straightforward here. We're actually making new all-time highs. We got a huge breakout above 13,000 Satoshis, which was where our previous all-time high resistance was at, and basically got this huge green candlestick, now moving close to 20,000 Satoshis actually. So from here, since this is blue sky breakout, meaning that we don't have any previous resistance levels, we could still see multiple up days, even though this is a pretty overextended and green candlestick. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we went up to 20,000 Satoshis before seeing a pullback. But either way, what's important to notice here is the fact that we're making new all-time highs, and EOS is actually one of the first cryptocurrencies to do so here. And it's basically, you know, on a path to go much higher from here, right? Even if we do pull back a little bit at 20,000 Satoshis or so, it's paving a new way higher here for itself, and that's what matters. Good buying volume to support the move higher, a complete recovery on the indicators, so definitely very strong right now for EOS. It's been through some controversy and some drama, but you know, the price is acting well here. Let's take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Tron. And what I wanted to mention as well for EOS is, let me know if you want me to cover that in the crypto updates. I've seen some comments asking me, so just wanted to ask you guys, see how much interest there'd be for that. But let's go ahead and take a look at Tron now. So Tron is got a breakout above 700 Satoshis, and you know, all-time highs are at, let's see, 915 Satoshis. So we're moving towards that pretty quickly here. And at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see new all-time highs within the next week for Tron. We're probably going to test 1,000 Satoshis. Could see a little bit of a pullback from there, but at this point, you know, seeing the strength and the fact that it's also getting basically a complete recovery like EOS, we're probably going to get new all-time highs and really move above 1,000 Satoshis and climb higher in that 1,000 Satoshi range over the next few weeks. Huge buying volume as well here, and just a great U-shaped bounce on the chart. So very strong as well. EOS and Tron seem to be paving the way as far as making those new all-time highs already. Let's take a look at Bitcoin next, see what's been going on. So Bitcoin is currently getting a very nice bounce off its uptrend line in the short term, and indicators also doing very well here. The RSI has been very steady on the uptrend. We're about to move above the 70 line again, which is always bullish. Bollinger Band's expanding, middle band moving higher. We're going to come up on that $10,000 level here over the next day or so, I believe, and we'll probably get a little bit of resistance there. But at this point, since we got a little bit of a base put in right below $9,000, I think that we could actually have you know, quite a bit of ease to break above $10,000 without too much trouble, and basically, you know, start moving higher above $10,000 already within the next week or so. Let's take a look at Ethereum next. And something I wanted to mention in this video is, are cryptocurrencies moving up too fast? Now, my take on this is not really in the short term, right? We got such a big downtrend that it's kind of expected to get a strong recovery after such a drop. But, you know, in the medium term, we will probably face some resistance as we try to get back to all-time highs on some of these cryptocurrencies. So things will probably slow down a little bit. But for now, I feel like this is a pretty justified move higher. And that's why I don't really feel like it's you know, something that was too extreme or too excessive. Now, for the RSI, we're back above the 70 line on Ethereum. That's like always a great sign. Indicators very steady here. Same thing with the price, really. We're back above $700. No signs of slowing down, so I feel like we could get a push to $764 before facing some resistance. And if we're able to get back above that, then we're going to be on towards $900, but probably going to get a little bit of resistance at around $764. And then we might see a little bit of consolidation between 700 and that resistance level up until we get to our uptrend line again. We're starting to move away from that even because we're really moving up quickly here. So we'll have to see how this pans out. I think that we will overall move up pretty quickly up until around $850, so probably going to get a test of that $900 mark. And the reason for that is if we take a look, we have a little bit of this V-shaped formation right here. And I think that, we're going to get to the top of that formation, which is right around $850, right? And that'll complete this, initial recovery step. Let's take a look at Litecoin next, see what's been going on. So we're going to go over to the Coinbase chart here, and I'm going to update you on what's been going on for Litecoin. So right now, Litecoin is moving up towards $165. There is some resistance in that area. Indicators taking higher again. And we're in this little triangle formation, this wedge higher in between these two red trend lines. So this is where we're most likely going to bounce in between as we move higher. With that being said, we are looking pretty strong here, and there would be a possibility of us breaking above our red uptrend line, which would be extremely bullish because that would put us basically, fully back into an uptrend. In the uptrend that we were previously, which was our long-term uptrend, and that would be ideal. So we'll see if that does end up happening. We'll need to see quite a bit of strength for that, but it's definitely not impossible at this point, right? Because cryptos are quite strong right now, no doubt about it. Let's take a look at Nano next. So Nano is still right above 80,000 Satoshis. It didn't really get a huge breakout yet, but it's good that it's back above 80,000 Satoshis. What I want to see now is a move towards 100,000 Satoshis and hopefully try to get back that. Once we're back above 100,000 Satoshis, we'll have much less reason to be concerned about any move lower. We'll probably just move higher into that Satoshi range. Let's take a look at Ripple next, see what's been going on. So take a look at the Bittrex chart here, and we've got this nice little U-shaped recovery over the past few days. We're moving back towards $1. I think that within the next day or two, we'll be back above $1 and moving on towards our next resistance level, which will be $1.23. Got a nice bounce on the indicators as well. RSI back above the 70 line. So it looks like we're going to be continuing this uptrend here for Ripple, finally getting back above $1, which is, a very critical point. Those big round numbers are very important, and getting back above $1 is always significant. So let's take a look at NEO and see what's been going on. NEO has been, keeping with this pretty steep uptrend line. Already got this first initial recovery on this V-shaped formation here, and it could go up until $140 next. We do have, a couple more resistance levels. We're moving quickly towards $85, so I think we won't really struggle with that too much at this point. Indicators just taking up again. And we're probably going to get back above $85 within the next day or two, start moving towards $100. Then we're probably going to see a bit of resistance there, and maybe just a tad of consolidation. And then I think we're going to get above $100 within the next 3 to 4 weeks at the most, and probably start moving higher. I do expect to see, a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of a more lengthy consolidation once we're trading between $100 and $140. And that's going to be, kind of the consolidation pre-new all-time highs, I think. Let's take a look at, next up is Stellar Lumens. So Stellar got a nice bounce off its short-term uptrend line over here, now confirming that doji candlestick. So we should get up to 4,500 Satoshis, and that'll be the second time testing that level, so hopefully we'll be able to break above that and start moving closer to 5,000 Satoshis. Indicators getting a nice bounce as well. Buying volume come back in, so we should be able to push higher again. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Vertcoin. Now, Vertcoin has been slowly but steadily climbing higher towards its $3.23 resistance level. Nice green candlestick here today. Indicators continuing their steady move higher. We haven't gotten, any kind of huge breakout, but we have been consistent. So we're moving towards this $3.23 resistance level. It's important to get back above that level, as that will put us, back into a better consolidation, because we're pretty low here actually for Vertcoin. So it'd be good to get back above $3. Let's take a look at Lisk next and see what's been going on. So Lisk is right now back above $12.15. Actually got a very nice bounce higher off that level. Indicators bouncing also. And we should be able to test this red downtrend line over the next few days. We'll see if we're able to break out of this downtrend line. That would be ideal. If we don't, we're probably going to pull back and then reach the end of the formation until getting a breakout. We'll see. We may be able to get a breakout a bit earlier than expected and start moving, towards basically above $15. So that would be very ideal. Let's take a look at Cardano, see what's been going on. So Cardano is currently getting a nice little bounce. Let me go over to the Bittrex chart where I have my previous lines all drawn out. We're finally starting to see some action again. We were basically consolidating right above 3,000 Satoshis. Indicators starting to see a little bit of a bounce. Price as well. So we're not fully out of the woods yet. We have a lot. It seems to be some resistance at around 3,500 Satoshis. So I'll go ahead and put in that resistance level with a horizontal blue line, so you get a better idea of where there's a bit of resistance in the short term. But once we get back above 3,500 Satoshis, which does seem pretty likely here as we have some space higher to reach that upper Bollinger Band, we'll start moving towards 4,000 Satoshis pretty quickly. Let's take a look at our last cryptocurrency of the daily crypto update. That's going to be Iota. So Iota is very steady here, very consistent with this great uptrend, pretty steep uptrend, should mention that. Indicators moving higher as well, and right now no signs of slowing down. We're continuously making higher highs, higher lows. It seems like we actually are trying to get back above $2.20. Could see a move, up until $2.63 before seeing any kind of a bigger pullback to the uptrend line. So it's looking pretty strong here. With that being said, this is the end of this daily crypto update. Make sure to check out my premium content and my Twitter. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.